couple weeks ago, I tried to beat Mario Kart DS without ever touching an item box. Did I do it? Did I fail? Well, you better check out the video to find out. Anyways, Mario Kart DS features retro tracks, 16 of them, and today I'll be attempting the same challenge on these tracks. The rules are simple. We are going to be playing all 16 retro tracks from Mario Kart DS, but we are never allowed to touch a single item box. It might be gorgeous and shiny, but it's the forbidden fruit and would make us lose the challenge. Can I do it? Let's find out. Welcome to SNES Mario Circuit 1, the very first racetrack in, well, Mario Kart history. As it's the very first one, you bet it's simple. This track is so small that it only features one set of item boxes located after this turn here. And well, those item boxes are spread out, all far away from one another, giving us plenty of room to maneuver in between them. The rest of the track features absolutely nothing, so this one was a total joke. The second track we'll play is N64 Moo Moo Farm, a charming farm featuring a bunch of cows and some evil Monty moles. This track features 4 sets of item boxes, which is way more if we compare it to the previous track. The thing is, well, this racetrack is extra wide, so these item boxes are not very hard to dodge. We can just drive around them and we'll have no issue whatsoever. So let's move on to the next one. It's time for GBA Peach Circuit, and that one is another super basic circuit track featuring grass all over the place. Grass that we can use to dodge the item boxes. Speaking of, there's only 2 sets to dodge, and well, they're both located right in the middle of the racetrack, so they're super predictable and very simple to dodge. Well, we are now playing on GameCube Luigi Circuit, a track that I actually did a couple weeks ago when I attempted this challenge in Mario Kart Double Dash. Back then, it was easy. Well, I'm happy to report that it's as easy this time around. There's 3 different sets of item boxes. This first one on the very wide racetrack, giving us plenty of space to dodge it. Then, this second one on this sharp turn, which I do admit is more tricky to avoid. Then, there's the final one near the finish line, but the boxes are not close to each other, so we can easily squeeze in between them. And yeah, that's all. Easy peasy. Next up is SNES Donut Plains 1, another classic from the very first Mario Kart game. This track features 2 sets of item boxes. The first one is spread out on the racetrack, and well, we can easily steer left and right to dodge them, which is pretty cool. For the second one, well, it's your standard line of item boxes, and there's more than enough room to drive left or right, or simply in between the boxes. Another job well done. Winter time has arrived because we are now racing on N64 Frappe Snowland, a racetrack full of little snowmen. They are kinda cute, not gonna lie. This racetrack features 3 different sets of item boxes, but as the track is pretty wide and also features snow on the side, well, we can dodge all 3 without any issues whatsoever. I expected this final one to be a bit trickier, as there are walls on the sides, but even with the walls, I still managed to squeeze in between the boxes or drive on the sides, making this track a very simple one. GBA Bowser Castle 2 is a pretty fun track, featuring a few sharp turns and some evil thwomps that we need to dodge. As for the item boxes, well, there's a few here and there, but as this track is pretty wide, we can easily dodge them all. There's a couple lonely boxes just chilling on these fenced floors near some boost panel jumps, but as you can see, there is more than enough room to never have to touch them whatsoever. So let's move on to the next track, shall we? Hey, it's a fan favorite, GameCube Baby Park, the simplest track ever created. It's a basic oval-shaped track with 2 different sets of item boxes on each corner. We can thankfully dodge all of these by simply drifting around them. It's not very challenging to avoid all of these, and it took me less than a minute to actually beat the track. SNES Koopa Beach 2 is up, and well, like the previous Super Nintendo tracks, it's a super simple one. There are 2 sets of item boxes to avoid, the first one being the most difficult one, and as you can see, it was actually very easy to dodge it. The second set is on the water there, but there are multiple paths to choose from, and most of them don't even go near those item boxes. You have no worries to have. This one is super simple. Alright, it's time for dessert, and we're gonna have big chocolate chips straight from N64 Choco Mountain. I'm not gonna lie, this one was a bit nerve-wracking. There's 2 sets of item boxes to dodge, and there's multiple item boxes in each set. This track features a wall around the racetrack, so we can't really drive off track to dodge them. Instead, we'll have to squeeze in between them all, which requires a bit of skill to pull off. Doing it every single lap was scary, but I'm happy to report that I managed to do it, and so can you. Hey, we're back on yet another circuit, and well, this one is going to be a very easy one once again. Basically, there's 2 different sets of item boxes, and we can always drive on the dirt or the grass to avoid touching them. Oh, I don't know why, but there's also a lonely box just chilling over there. I have no idea why the devs put it there, but I kinda feel bad for it. It's alone in its corner. Aw, F in the chat for Mr. Bucks. It's now time to cross the GameCube Mushroom Bridge, and this racetrack was a complete joke. It features 3 different sets of item boxes, and they're only made of 3 boxes, each separated by a gap wide enough for an actual car to go through. That's it. Well, actually, there's also 1 or 2 item boxes that are moving alongside the road, but there's not enough for it to become a problem for us. What a joke, am I right? Next up is SNES Choco Island 2, a very fun track featuring a lot of lovely chocolate sauce to drive on. As for the item boxes, well, there's 2 different sets to avoid, but there's plenty of room to drive around them. Those little bumps can be annoying as they make steering more complicated, but we can also avoid them to be safe. So yeah, this track will be done in no time. Are you scared yet? You should be, because we're about to play N64 Banshee Boardwalk, a super spooky track featuring booze, swoops, and a big cheep for some reason. The scariest part is the item boxes we have to avoid. The first set is spaced wide enough to allow us to squeeze through, so no worries. That second one was a bit more scary, but I actually managed to get in between them. I have no clue how I did it, but I did it! In the big room, there is a couple more boxes to dodge, but there's more than enough room to avoid them. The final set is, once again, on a narrow bridge, but as you can see, there's still enough room to fit in between them all, so we're good. This next track is pretty original. It's GBA Sky Garden, and this one does feature a few item boxes to avoid. The first set can be dodged by simply driving on the clouds around the boxes. This lonely box can also be avoided by simply avoiding the jump, or by jumping beside it. As for this set on the green bridge, I'm gonna admit that I was a bit scared while dodging it, but there's just enough room on the side to avoid the boxes and also avoid falling down. Good stuff. Welcome to GameCube Yoshi Circuit, the final track of the day. And well, I'm sorry to say that there's not much to say about this one. It is a circuit, so it features grass all around the racetrack. Grass that we'll be using to avoid touching the yucky item boxes. Yep, it was that simple. I know this ending is a bit anticlimactic, but it is what it is. Is it possible to beat the retro tracks in Mario Kart DS without touching an item box? Yes, it is! And to be honest, it was actually super easy. Most of these tracks come from older Mario Kart games, and back then, the tracks were not crazy technical and didn't feature multiple paths, making this quest a total joke. Thanks a lot for watching the video. If you want more challenges, well, feel free to subscribe and tap the cards on screen to watch even more. Bye!